Say, Deputy, good morning. Okay. Can you hear me? right, good morning, good morning. All right, Deputy, good morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Pretty good. You all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Deputy, you all have the females as well?
Uh, let me see. Let me call person. I'm gonna find out for you. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
You're on mute, Your Honor.
Yeah, I know. I'm speaking to someone else. I'm waiting on the females. Thank you, Sergine. I'm waiting on the females. Deputy, are we ready?
Okay.
All right, yeah, I'm waiting on the females. I'll come off camera. Hey, Deputy, are we there? We good?
Yes, sir. In a few seconds, sir. They're still getting situated over there.
All right, you can let me know.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right, deputies, checking back in with you. Checking back in with you. I don't see see them come on yet, so I'm just checking in with you.
I just checked in again. They're still getting everything ready over on the female side, but we do need a sign language interpreter.
Right.
Not that one out the way first.
Right. Yeah, that's the plan. Once we can get started. But since I have you, can you let me know who's out the bond just to make sure my list is right?
Who's out the bond?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Let me get the list 1 second.
Sure.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I have Gravely, Kiera Gravely.
Okay.
A George Langston. And a Charnel Tarpley. Those are the ones that are marked on my list.
Okay. I also had Darian. The original list that came up was Darian Johnson and Omar Johnson.
Okay, yeah, they just didn't have it right. Okay, Omar Darian Johnson. Yeah, yes, sir.
All right. And what about Javier Martinez? Because I didn't see a bond order for him.
Javier Martinez, yes, sir. I see they got it crossed out, but they didn't have it written beside it. So also we're gonna have Dora Pamela.
Dora Pamela. Okay.
Torrentio Reed.
Okay.
A Darian Severia.
All right.
And that's it now. That should be it now.
All right. So originally, there was I guess Deputy Adamson was mentioning the add-on on Tommy Cooper. So I do have the paperwork. I guess he was on for tomorrow, but it's an add-on. It's an extradition.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I do have it. So we could either do it or leave him for tomorrow. And then there was one more person that I saw that, let me make sure here, Rodney Williams. Is Rodney Williams? I have that, but that's also an extradition.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I saw that right before sending. Hey, is that Deputy Knox?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Rodney Williams is a fugitive as well.
Yes, sir.
But I don't have the the waiver forms.
Oh, I had Clerk Harris. Did you get the email where I said Clerk Harris sent them to you? He should have sent them to you like around 15, 20 minutes ago. You didn't receive it, sir?
No, I got the paperwork for Tommy Cooper.
Okay.
I have who's a fugitive as well, but I don't have it for Rodney Williams. But we could just do him last if
when you say him last, who are you referring to? Mr. Williams?
Williams. Yeah, because I don't have that paperwork yet. The fugitive form,
Okay, I actually have the waiver of extradition forms for Mr. Williams, but you don't have it on your end, the paperwork that you need.
Yeah, the only thing I have is the WAA is the only thing I received from him.
Okay, I could call the clerk and find out. And you said you have yet to receive the papers, it's the CAA forms, correct?
No, I have those now.
Okay, so I'll just let the clerk know that you need the information for Mr. Rodney Williams.
Yeah, I just need the waivers on him, and I think we're good now. Hey, Ms. Toles, good morning.
Judge Nice.
Good morning, Judge Nice.
Judge Nice, Mr. Williams and 3 other males. It's going to be 4 males that are going to have to be done separately, sir, because they're at another location. Okay. And there's no one at that pod at this time. So sure. After you finish the females first, and I'm going to transition over there, and then we could do those 4 last. But Mr. Williams is going to be included in that.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's fine. All right, thank you. And do you have anyone that needs a Spanish interpreter? Translator this one?
Not on the female side. I don't believe on the male side as well. Correct, Deputy Lee?
That's correct. Not on the male side.
All right, and Ms. Toles, are you also
I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't hear what you said. One more time?
Can you do sign language?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
But there should be a sign language interpreter joining us if she hasn't already.
Well, nice to see you. I know you're hanging out, but it doesn't sound like we need Spanish this morning interpreter.
All right.
But,
All right.
I
Thank you so much.
I don't see the sign interpreter, so I guess we'll have to still wait. Or we could just go ahead and do it, Deputy Lee.
Do you want me to ask Kelly if she's joining soon?
Yeah, because we're
Administration?
I'm
Okay.
going to do that one first, but if she's not ready, then I could just go ahead and keep it going.
All right.
Whenever she gets on.
I just sent her a message.
Okay. All right, Ms. Toles, thank you very much. Nice to see you. And
you too.
See you next time.
All right. See you soon. Take care.
Thank you.
Judge Nice,
I'm here.
Deputy Lee did advise you of all the people that had bonded out, correct, sir?
Yeah, we went over it. Thank you, Deputy Knox.
Yes, sir.
Actually, Judge, I mentioned a Toronto Reed. He's not on that list. He was just crossed out by mistakenly. His name was mentioned twice on the list.
Okay, yeah, I see it. He's still in
But
custody.
he's here. Yes, sir. He's still here.
Okay. All right. So, Cynthia Benson, ma'am, are you the sign language interpreter?
No, sir. She's a clerk with the sheriff's office.
I got you. Okay. Well, Deputy Lee, I'm just going to keep it moving because I don't want to wait indefinitely. All right.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone. All right. So, let's see. Hang on for me 1 second. This looks like Laura Clark. Let's see. Laura Clark, good morning. All right, you're muted, Miss Clark. Can you hear me?
Hi, Your Honor, interpreter, sign language interpreter. Sorry, I was having computer issues.
All right, welcome aboard.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, go ahead and raise your right hand for me.
Yeah.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the statements and testimony you will translate today from English to sign language and sign language to English shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? So help you God, and you do so to the best of your abilities.
I do.
All right, you let me know the pace because I don't know what pace you need.
Okay.
I will take the appropriate breaks. If I'm going too fast, please let me know.
Okay. Typically just regular pace is good.
All right. Thank you very much for your service this morning.
Sure.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Today is February 2nd, 2021. This is the Magistrate Court of Clayton County, and I'm Judge Knights, presiding this morning for the first appearance calendar. This morning, you are here to be informed of the rights that you have that you have already and will continue throughout the duration of your criminal proceeding. Also, you will know what the charge or charges are against you, and you will know what your bond is if you are in fact entitled to bond. You will know your next court date, which is the preliminary hearing, as well as a bond hearing if for those of you who may not get a bond. Also, you will get appointed an attorney to represent you if you in fact need an attorney or to be appointed to you based on what you filled out in the court appointed application for counsel forms this morning. So certainly, well, I want to start out by letting you know that you have rights and they're constitutional rights that no one can take away from you. And this today, what we're doing is first appearance. If you feel the need to tell me the facts or try to explain why you didn't do it or why you shouldn't be there, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do today because we're not here for trial or even a hearing. We'll get that opportunity on a day after today. And the first time you'll get that opportunity is at a preliminary hearing, which is also known as a probable cause hearing. The law enforcement officer or officers will have to come to court and they will have to testify as to why they arrested you. If it wasn't an arrest warrant, they have to basically go through the process of getting an arrest warrant, but in the backwards form. And then a magistrate court judge will then decide whether or not the arrest was valid. So the purpose of today is simply for me to do those things that I mentioned, explain your rights, give you your next court date or court dates, appoint an attorney to represent you, and then I will also allow you the opportunity to ask me questions. Please keep in mind that I cannot give you legal advice. That is what an attorney would be for. Also, we are on this Zoom format. Most of you may be familiar with Zoom. So this morning, everything that we're saying is being recorded. So because it's being recorded and it's also streaming live on YouTube, that means that there's a record of it somewhere on the internet, on in the magistrate court system server, and it'll be around. So basically, either the state's attorney, the prosecutor, or a defense attorney can possibly review these discussions that we're having today and review your first appearance. So please keep that in mind. Anything you say can potentially be used at a later hearing. Here are your rights. You have the presumption of innocence until the state proves this matter or charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. That is the burden of proof. The state has that burden at all times. You do not have the burden to prove anything. You have the right to an indictment by grand jury for some felonies. The grand jury are Clayton County citizens. They will sit and decide whether or not the evidence that the state presents to them is in fact valid. And then if they do, they can issue a true bill and an indictment shall issue. If they do not, then they will issue a no bill and the charge or charges against you will be dismissed. That is for some felonies. For other felonies, you have the right to an accusation, and on all misdemeanors, you have the right to an accusation. Again, an accusation is just a document. It's a charging document that the district attorney for some felonies and the Solicitor General for all misdemeanors will put your charge or charges on. Please keep in mind, today, once I let you know what you're charged with, the state can either dismiss or add charges. And so that's what I mean by the accusation or the indictment. Those charges are for today, but they can change at another date. You have the right to a speedy and public trial. Certainly, as you're aware, based on COVID-19, there are no jury trials right now, but once jury trials begin, you certainly can have a speedy and public trial, and your attorney will let you know how you can go about even getting a faster trial by filing a speedy trial demand. At that trial, you have the right to see, hear, and cross-examine any witnesses that the state may call to testify against you. You have the right to compel the attendance of witnesses on your behalf by a legal document known as a subpoena. That subpoena is compelling any person that you choose to come forward and testify. You have the right to an attorney, not only from today, as I mentioned, after I appoint that attorney from today, but through every step of the way to represent you during your proceedings. Some of you will be allowed to post. Hang on for me one moment, please. All right, I apologize on the break there. I had a slight emergency here to respond to. What I was mentioning is that there are what are known as unrestricted bonds, and some of you will be allowed to post a bond on your charge or charges. to be released from jail pending prosecution of this case or the pending case now against you. You can deliver your bond in the forms of cash, commercial property or real property. If you post a cash bond, someone will be allowed to post that money, or if you, for whatever reason, have that money on, you can post a bond and that money will be held and it can be returned to you at the end of your case. But there will be fees associated as well. The fees associated with your bond will not be returned, only the actual bond amount minus the fees. If you are indeed posting, or someone is posting on your behalf property, then I must advise you that the property has to have equity in it that is up to 3 times the bond amount. So for example, if the bond is 1,000, the equity in the property must be 3,000. So 3 times the amount. Some of you will have special conditions on your bond. Listen keenly, please. That means you can't contact someone. If I say do not contact John Smith, you cannot contact John Smith directly, indirectly, third party, social media, no contact. If I say don't go to 123 Main Street, you can't go to 123 Main Street at all. And those special conditions will remain in place for the duration of this case. Once this case is over or another judge changes the special bond conditions, then they remain in place. So if, for example, the person who's the subject of the special condition, like the example I gave, John Smith, is the person you should not have contact with, then you cannot have that person post a bond for you. So if they're the subject of the special condition, the bond cannot be posted by them. Also, please keep in mind they can be up to 15% fees or charges added, dollar amount added to the bond. Please know that I do not work for the bonding company. I do not know which bonding companies the sheriff has approved. So it has to be a bonding company the sheriff has approved. And then that bonding company will let you know what the percentage is. So I have no idea what the percentages, the fees are, or what the totals will be after those fees are added in. Also, I do want to add the special conditions that I mentioned. If you have a special condition and you violate any special condition for whatever reason, there can be additional charges outside of what you're charged with. For example, aggravated stalking, influencing a witness, and other charges. And certainly keep in mind, those can be serious offenses. Aggravated stalking, for example, carries a penalty of 1 to 10 years in prison, and you can be fined up to $20,000. Certainly, you must know that there's certain bonds that are set already that are known as preset bonds. Some of you already have those, and you may know your bonds already, but I will still go through and let you know. Some of you, unfortunately, I cannot set bond for. The law does not allow me to do so. Right now, we're in magistrate court, and the law allows superior court judges to set bonds on certain offenses. So certainly what can happen is once you get to in front of a superior court judge or a magistrate court judge that is sitting by designation as a superior court judge, then you will be allowed to address the issue of bond at that time. One moment, please.
I'm
All
gonna.
right, thank you for your patience there. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, I apologize. It's a lot happening today at magistrate court, so I apologize there for that. We are now at the point where I will let you know why I can't issue bonds for certain individuals. And as I mentioned, only a Superior Court judge can issue bonds for certain individuals. And based on that, if I let you know that you cannot have a bond today, your bond is denied, or there's no bond, I will also let you know what your preliminary hearing date and your bond hearing date would be. Certainly, those individuals out, we can address it further as I get to you. The next date after this is your preliminary hearing. Your preliminary hearing certainly is what is also known as probable cause. And as I mentioned, the officer will have to testify why you were in fact arrested without a warrant. And then if there is probable cause, your matter will be bound over to state court or superior court. State court if it's a misdemeanor, superior court if it's a felony. Keep in mind, if you bond out of jail, your preliminary hearing is automatically waived. That doesn't mean that you admit anything or not if you bond out. It just means it's waived because you're not in jail. So that date that I would give you, and if you bond out, it would no longer apply. You would then get notice for your arraignment date in state or superior court. Some of you, I will allow you to waive your preliminary hearing, and you can let me know if you wish to waive as well, and your prelim will be waived. And again, if you bond out, it's automatically waived. A few more things to mention to you before we get started here. I will allow you the opportunity to ask me questions. Again, I can't give you legal advice, but I'll allow you to ask me questions related to why we're here today, charge or charges, bond amount, prelim date, court-appointed counsel. All right, each of you, please raise your right hand for me. Each of you solemnly swear or affirm statements of testimony you will give in this matter of first appearance now pending before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. All right. Well, we're going to go with Mr. Darnell Farnese first so that Ms. Clark can.
Yes, sir. Okay. And I'll have the first female ready as soon as you finish with Mr. Finese.
Sure, thank you. All right, Mr. Farnese, you are charged with one count of possession of marijuana, less than 1 ounce, the misdemeanor kind, $1,500 bond. You're charged with violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, ecstasy, felony, 7,000 bond. Sir, you understand what you're charged with in the bond amounts? Ms. Clark?
Yes.
All right, and I know that we were on, I know it's like Groundhog Day because you were on back on the 30th and then yesterday and again today. So I appreciate your patience. We just needed to get Ms. Clark, and on the weekends, I couldn't get a sign language interpreter because we're on Zoom and they weren't able to log in on the weekend. So I hope you understand. I want to thank you for your understanding on that. If we were in regular court, you would have been seen on Saturday, but I couldn't do it then. So I do want to apologize to you for having you remain in jail if indeed you could have made bond since Saturday. All right, so please understand it wasn't something intentional. We're on Zoom, we're social distancing. As you know, what's happening with COVID-19, there's no physical court. So hope you understand that, sir.
Yes.
All right. I do have the application for court-appointed counsel that you filled out. And you have a job, but you didn't include how much you make each month. What is that amount, sir?
Around $2,400 a month.
All right, sir. I will appoint an attorney to represent you. You have a preliminary hearing date, sir, scheduled for March the 22nd at 8:30. Sir, if you bond out of jail before that, your preliminary hearing is automatically waived. Do you have any questions for me?
Okay. Can I pay the bond today?
Yes, sir. You can pay it as soon as possible if you can.
And you said March 22nd,
Yes, ma'am.
8:30 a.m.?
At 8:30 a.m. Yes.
Okay. All right, then. So what was the total amount for my bond then?
7,000 plus 1,500 is 8,500.
$8,500. Okay. Okay, then. I need to speak with the bonding company, right?
Yes, sir. The sheriff will have a list of bonding companies you can speak with.
Okay, then. Thank you. All right, that's it. Thank
sir.
you.
Good luck to you. Thank you.
Your Honor, might be
Okay,
excused.
Ms. Clark, thank you for assisting us today. And we'll see you another time. Thank you. You're excused. All right, Deputy Knox, you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
All right, who do we have here?
This is Shantae Bhupinder.
All right, Ms. Bhupinder, you are charged with 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. At this time, today, there is no bond on that offense. Do you understand what you're charged with and the position on bond?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. You are scheduled for a preliminary hearing for the 22nd of March at 8:30.
Okay.
And you're scheduled for a bond hearing on March the 26th at 8:30. All right, ma'am. And I am looking now at your application for court-appointed counsel.
Okay.
Do you have any source of income?
No.
All right, I will appoint an attorney to represent you.
Okay.
Ma'am, do you have any questions?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
I breastfeed. I have my 1 month son. So is it okay if I get a bond, like a bond signature bond?
No, ma'am. Not on that offense. And at this time, there are no signature bonds, especially for charges.
Okay. Okay.
All right, you can let the sheriff know, the deputies know, maybe they can make arrangements for you there at the jail
Okay.
while you wait to speak with your attorney.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
No.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you. All right, ma'am, who are you?
Good afternoon, Judge. My name is Tamika Lawrence.
All right, good afternoon. Can you say your last name for me again?
Lawrence.
What's the first letter?
Lawrence.
L, okay. All right, I apologize there. All right, Ms. Lawrence, you're charged with one count of speeding or speed restrictions, maximum limits. There's a $500 bond on that offense. You're charged with driving while license suspended, and there is a $1,500 bond. Ma'am, you understand what you're charged with and the bond amounts?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you have a preliminary hearing date scheduled for the 23rd of March. Do you wish to waive that or keep that date?
Well, what you mean by waive or keep it? I don't understand. Like waive it or keep it with?
All right, so I'll allow you to keep the date, and you can speak further with your attorney about that.
Okay.
And I reviewed your application here for court-appointed counsel.
Okay.
Do you have a source of income?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell me what the amount is per month?
Per month it's around, well, it's $600 a week. So
2,400 maybe?
yes.
All right, ma'am. I will go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, sir. I do have a bond, you say?
Yes, ma'am. You do have a bond.
Okay.
The bond is 500 and 1,500, 2,000 total.
Okay, 2,000 total. Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Okay, thank you.
Come on,
He didn't call me yet, we were just.
How you doing, ma'am? What is your name?
Lori Evans.
All right, Ms. Evans, hang on for me one moment.
Okay.
You're charged with one count of criminal trespass, damage to property. 7,000 is your bond on that offense. You're also charged with criminal trespass, and it's 2,500 on that offense.
Why am I charged with criminal trespass when I live in that house with him?
All right, ma'am. So the warrant reads that.
I mean, my child lives there too.
Hang on for me one moment.
I mean, that needs to be dropped, sir. This is bullcrap.
Hang on for me one moment, ma'am. Can you tell me your first name again?
Lori.
Lori?
Lori.
What's your last name?
Evans. You're looking at the right paper. It sounds right. I just don't understand why I'm charged with criminal trespass.
Ma'am, what is your full name?
Lori Denise Evans.
Lori Denise Evans.
Yes, sir.
Miss Evans, let me make sure that I'm reading your charge correctly here.
Okay.
Lori Denise Evans, terroristic threats and acts. Who's Billy Deaton?
That's my husband.
Okay. All right, and that is you? That is you?
Yes, I'm Lori Evans, yes. And I don't understand why I'm charged with criminal trespass when I live there with my family.
All right, ma'am, hang on for me one moment, please. Lori Denise Evans, date of birth, November 1st, 1981.
Yes, sir.
That's you?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm just making sure I have the right Evans here.
Okay, yes.
There's another Evans on here that is not.
Oh, really? Well, it seems like to me, all my family died.
You're not the Evans. There's another Evans right before you that's charged with the criminal trespass.
Judge Knight?
Yes.
Oh, well, she's not in here with me.
No, that's a male, sir. His name begins with AIY.
It's a male.
That's okay. So that's the other person. All right. All right. Thank you, Deputy Knox.
You're welcome.
And Miss Lori Denise Evans, I apologize on that criminal trespass. You're charged with terroristic threats and acts.
Okay.
All right. There is a $7,500 bond on that offense. And you are to stay away absolutely directly, indirectly by mail, email, pager, telephone, or third person from the home, workplace, or immediate family members of Billy Deaton. And you're not to return to 610 Valley Hill Road. If you need to return there, ma'am, you need to make an appointment with the Clayton County Sheriff within 10 days of your release from jail. Do you understand what you're charged with, the bond amount and the special conditions on the bond?
I do. Thank you.
All right. And lastly, ma'am, you have any source of income?
Nope, I don't have anything. I don't mind living here in your house without my kid, okay? Till my deathbed. There's no problem.
All right, ma'am. I will appoint an attorney to represent you.
I don't need one because I don't have anywhere to go. I have to live here in your house, sir.
Ma'am, it's not my house, ma'am. The sheriff runs the jail. I'm just here facilitating first appearance today. And I do understand your situation, and hopefully once you speak with your attorney, the situation can change around for you.
He threatened me first anyway.
All right, ma'am. Please speak with your lawyer, and good luck to you. Do you have any other questions for me?
I don't. Thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude or anything.
You're fine. I understand. Good luck
So,
to you.
I do have a bond though?
7,500.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Judge Knight?
Yes, I'm here.
He said I could ask questions if I needed to.
Hold on, she said she has a question.
I have one question.
Sure.
If I'm not able to bond out, then how long does it take before there's another court date for that bond to drop on dollar amount?
Oh, and I'm sorry, did I give you a preliminary hearing date? It is the 22nd of March. Once you speak with your lawyer, it's possible that maybe your lawyer could file a motion for bond, maybe get you on faster, but faster than the 22nd of March, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sure, you're welcome.
Have a blessed day.
You too, thank you.
Judge Knight?
I'm here.
I had a question for you, sir. Sir, do you remember on Saturday, the fugitive from justice, Ms. Shanika Latoya Lee?
I do.
Okay, sir. They were saying that she was supposed to be done yesterday. I wasn't here, sir, so I'm not sure what took place. But my question to you is today, if the paperwork is sent to you, will we have a problem with doing her today? Because I still have her waiver of extradition paperwork from the 31st. We can continue up with the guys and we could do her last with the other 4 guys. It's up to you, sir. Because I spoke to the clerk's office.
You know what? I have her paperwork on the table here now, so I have it on the table. So
you do?
Available, we can do her. Because remember, Sunday we have the printer issue.
That's what it was. It was a printer issue. That's right. I knew it
wasn't printing. So I have it printed out, and I have it. So if you have her, we can do her since she's been in. That's fine.
If you could give me like 5 minutes, sir, is that okay?
Well, we'll move on to the mails, and whenever you can get back in where you fit in once. We'll just keep going.
Yes, that's fine. Okay.
Deputy Lee, where are you?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it, Deputy. Let's do it.
All right. Come on. Please, mask up, put your hands on your back.
How you doing, sir?
I'm all right.
Good morning to you, or good afternoon. What's your name?
Devontae Benson.
Deputy Lee.
Yes, sir.
Are we doing alphabetical order?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Alphabetical, so I'm not jumping around all over.
I got it. These two got edited in the last minute. Arnett, where you at? Come up here for me.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
I'm good. All right, is this Christopher?
Yes.
Ardent?
Yeah.
How do you say your name, sir? Say it for me.
Aren't, like you aren't gonna be able to pronounce it.
Okay. All right, sir. You're charged with 1 count of possession of marijuana, misdemeanor kind, sir, so $1,500 bond. Improper passing on the right, 500. Striking a fixed object, hit and run, 1,500. Knowingly driving on suspended or canceled registration, 5,000. Sir, you understand what you're charged with in the bond amounts?
Sure.
All right, and I have a preliminary hearing scheduled here for the 23rd of March at 8:30. And I'm looking here, sir, at your application for court-appointed counsel. It looks like 2,000, but I just want to be sure that's what it was.
That's what it is if I get out of jail.
Okay. I'm going to write on it to clear it out there. I'm going to go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you, sir.
All right.
All right. You have any questions?
Nope. No, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Don't go out there, the chief is out there. Just stand, face that one.
Judge Knights, if you like to, this is Miss Lee.
Okay. So she's the only female that wait, I have you know what I have, Deputy Knox? I have the waiver of extradition forms.
I have that, sir. I have that from the 31st.
And do you have the no, I'm saying I have them in my hand, but in terms of the actual WAA.
Yeah, that's what caused us to delay before. But Judge Knights, can you check to see if by chance the clerk sent you something in your email? Because I did call them. They said they were going to call me back. They were trying to get in contact with the warrants.
Okay, let's see. The CAA forms, this is from you at 11:22.
Right.
The CAA forms were mailed to you by Clerk Harris in intake. We're logging on at this time. Several inmates were unable to be located. And that's my last email from today at 11:22 a.m.
Okay, sir. So what I can do, you can continue with the mails. I'm gonna transition Miss Lee with me up with the other people, and then we'll take care of her at the end, sir. I'm gonna call the clerk's office so they can send to you what you need, okay?
Thank you.
All right, sir.
All right, Deputy Lee, we're back to you. How you
Yes,
doing?
sir. I have Benson up next.
All right, what happened to is Agresani?
We didn't come across him, sir.
Raymond Agresani?
I don't know if he bonded out or what, but we was looking for him. He wasn't.
All right. So let me cross him off my list then. I just want to make sure we're not missing anyone.
Right.
Because I'm going through the calendar like alphabetically. So if he's out to bond, I'm gonna cross him off.
Okay.
Hang on for me, Mr. Benson.
Yes, sir.
You know what, Deputy Lee?
Yes, sir.
On the charges he has, I don't think he bonded out.
Yeah.
He couldn't bond out on these charges.
Okay.
Look, I mean, I'll just leave it. Well, I'll wait to hear from you.
Okay.
Keep going. But if at the end he's not around, then we just put him on for tomorrow. I mean, he has a trafficking cocaine charge. He couldn't have bonded out on that.
Yes, sir.
All right. What's your name, sir? Benson?
Benson.
All right, Mr. Benson. Devontae Benson, charged with 1 count of possession of marijuana. It's a misdemeanor kind. Less than announced 1,500 is your bond, sir. And theft by receiving stolen property, 10,000 on that offense. Sir, you understand what you're charged with in the bond amounts?
Yes, sir.
Right. You have a preliminary hearing, and that is set for the 22nd of March, 8:30. And sir, I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel here. How much do you make per month? You didn't put the amount.
Like 2,300.
All right, sir, I will appoint an attorney to represent you. What questions do you have, sir? You have any?
Nah, you pretty much covered everything for me.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey, Deputy Lee.
Yes, sir. I just realized that, sir?
Is he in medical?
That's why I was just looking. I think he's one of the ones that got a situation going on. He's in medical.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we're going to set the computer up there for him to speak with you, because he can't be around everyone else.
I got you.
Go over there.
All right. Thank you.
Takes a while. Go.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's your name?
Dante Coleman.
All right, Mr. Coleman. You're charged with 1 count of obstructing an officer, misdemeanor kind, $1,000 bond, and 1 count of giving a false name and date of birth or address, 1,000. Sir, you understand what you're charged with in the bond amounts?
Yes, sir.
All right, you have a preliminary hearing is scheduled for the 23rd of March at 8:30. Bond out is automatically waived. All right, and I'm looking at your application. You have a lot of NAs, a lot of not applicables here. Do you have a source of income, sir?
No, sir.
Okay. I will appoint an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay, see you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. What's your name, sir?
Cameron Connor.
All right, Mr. Connor. You're charged with 1 count of trafficking marijuana. There's no bond at this time on that offense. Sir, you understand what you're charged with in the position on bond?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel. You have a source of income, sir?
Just unemployment.
All right, your preliminary hearing is scheduled for the 24th of March, and your bond hearing is scheduled for the 26th of March. And I did appoint an attorney to represent you, sir. That attorney will contact you. Please stay in touch with that person. Do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. If I have somebody that's getting me an attorney, do I need to let you guys know that don't do the court opponent or no?
Well, I approve the court-appointed counsel based on the application. Once you get your own attorney, that attorney will be able to, file a substitution of counsel, and it wouldn't matter. But until that time, until you get the attorney, you'll at least have a court-appointed counsel to assist you.
All right.
Are you have any other questions, sir?
No, sir.
Thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
How you doing? Good morning.
Hey, good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Good afternoon,
Yeah. It's flying by on us here, sir. How you doing today?
Pretty good right now.
Okay. What's your name?
Untitled Evans. The one you mistaken with earlier. I'm the one got the criminal trespassing in my own house 2 times by my same wife.
I got you.
Yeah.
Is L Trent Emmanuel?
I'm here.
Or Emmanuel L Trent? What's your name? Tell me your name again.
Untitled Evans.
Evans.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Evans, I got you. I'm making sure. All right, Mr. Evans, you're charged with 1 count of the criminal trespass or criminal trespass damage to property. All right, so $7,000 bond on that offense. And then you're charged with 1 count of criminal trespass misdemeanor, $2,500.
I can't understand. Okay, but I know you can't go in depth on the prices. But how do we come up with whether it's a felony or misdemeanor on one or the other one?
Well, sir, the police officer that arrested you came up with that.
They changed the door. You talking about the door situation or the drawer?
Kendall McCall, the officer that arrested you, that's who came up with this, sir.
Last night?
It appears this warrant was sworn out on
May
24th of May, 2022.
That's the one they made when I wasn't even there.
Well, sir,
I know you can't do nothing about it. I know you can't do nothing about it. I was just asking.
Right, so that was that one, and then there was one from February 1st.
Yes, sir.
Right, which is the misdemeanor criminal trespass. So the felony was from May 24th of last year.
Lord have mercy.
Right.
Okay.
So, sir, do you understand now, or?
Yeah, I understand. I've been understood. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how could they determine from a drawer to a door felony to misdemeanor? That's all I'm saying. Well, we'll get it situated in the prelim. I'm not gonna take too much of the court time with that, you know. But
I appreciate this, sir. I do. This is your moment here, sir. So I understand all your questions. The amount is what made it the felony.
I bought it from my job at a discount. It wasn't never appraised at a full amount, so you couldn't never came up with it. But we'll get it together in court. It was all bogus and put together by my wife 2 times in a row. I don't understand how the courts keep going for that. It was she just called and make a charge up any time, and they come out and lock me up. But it's all good. At the same time,
hang on for me, sir. I know you want to get into the details here, but
I was just curious about how could that keep going along in a county like this. And clearly see it's a lot. You clearly see it.
Sir,
it's my house.
Sir, hang on for me. Let me tell you all the information I need to tell you. All right. It's actually it's 5,000 on the criminal damage. All right, and 2,500 with the special conditions of
$7,500.
Exactly, sir. 75 total.
Okay.
Stay away from Laquita or Lakita Evans. That's your wife.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Date of birth. September 15th, 1984.
Yes,
not
sir.
to return to 3384 Mount Zion Road, apartment 2102 in Stockbridge.
Right.
Sir, you understand those special conditions?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Now, they may ask you to sign off. You got to sign off on the bottom where it says defendant, right, to acknowledge that, and you'll get a copy. And then, sir, you have a preliminary hearing date. It is the 23rd of March. And I'm looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel. I will appoint an attorney to represent you. And sir, without getting into the facts or details of the case, do you have any questions for me?
I most certainly do. That prelim is an intricate part of my plan to try to get out here. You understand? Because I'm not going to waste my money burning out. Now, could we try to pick that date closer? I got to talk to my lawyer about it.
You have to talk to your lawyer about it, sir.
All right. Oh, no, that's it, man. Okay, look, what the probation talking about? You see a warrant or hold or something? You didn't tell me. Is it a probation hold on? Because I don't even understand how they gonna tell us we not supposed to report to after COVID, but now I got a warrant. So do you see that for me, if you don't mind telling me?
All right, sir, you can speak with your attorney.
About the probation warrant?
You can speak with the attorney about that, sir. We're not here for that today.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Good.
Good morning.
All right, how you doing, sir?
I'm all right, and yourself?
All right, I'm good. I'm good, sir. What is your name?
Trent Hill.
All right, sir. You're charged with 1 count of criminal trespass, $2,500 bond. You understand what you're charged with, sir, and the bond amount?
Yes, how much is that? How much is that exactly?
$2,500.
All right.
All right, sir. You have special conditions on that bond. Stay away absolutely, directly, indirectly, third party, social media, no contact with Amber Tyler. Not to return to 21490 Old Rex Road in Morrow. Sir, do you know whose address is that?
That's my mother's address. Amber doesn't even, that's not even, she's just my baby's mother. I moved her down from Philadelphia. We both moved down here, and that's why I was supposed to be staying at my mom's house. I have keys to the house. She doesn't.
All right, sir. So I'll remove that special condition. I just wanted to be clear who lived there.
Yes. So
I removed that special condition from that, sir.
All right.
You should have no contact with your child's mother, Ms. Taylor, until this case is over with, or you're told by another judge that you can have contact.
Right. All right.
All right. And you have a preliminary hearing date is scheduled for the 23rd of March at 8:30.
8:30?
Yes, sir. And I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel here, sir. And I will appoint an attorney to represent you. Sir, you have any questions?
I don't. I can return back to my place of residence, right?
Sir, what is your place of residence?
2149 Old Rex Morrow Road.
Yes,
I have keys to the house. All right, my girlfriend doesn't.
I just told you, sir, that I removed that condition. You can return, you cannot have contact with Amber Tyler.
So what if she stays, if I'm not mistaken, I think she still stays there. I'm not sure exactly, but.
Well, that's what I'm asking you, sir. If she stays there, you can't be there. Are you clear on that? So what I'm gonna do, sir, I'm gonna leave that special condition on there that you cannot return to 2149 Old Rex Road in Morrow. When you speak with your lawyer can change that condition and you can outline all of these things that you're telling me.
That sounds very, very good.
Sir, listen to me. You can't go to the house if she is there.
All right.
Because then you're violating the bond condition.
All right. March 23rd, you said?
Yes, sir.
8:30 a.m.?
Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate it.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing, sir? What's your name?
Brando Franco.
Brando Franco.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Franco. Hang on for me. Charged with 1 count of theft by taking the misdemeanor kind. Sir, it is a $2,000 bond. Sir, you understand what you're charged with in the bond amount?
Yes, sir.
All right, you have a preliminary hearing is scheduled for the 23rd of March, and it's at 8:30. Sir, if you bond out, it's automatically waived. All right, and you have a source of income?
No.
All right, I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. That attorney will be in contact. Just stay in touch with that individual, sir. You have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
Get your charger to yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Jermaine Govan.
All right, Mr. Govan, how you doing today?
So good, but it'll be all right.
Yes, sir. Charged with 2 counts of the violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. Possession with intent to possession of more than 1 ounce of marijuana, possession with intent to distribute. There's no bond on either of those offenses at this time. Possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime. There's no bond on that offense. Use or possession of drug-related object, 500 is the bond. Open container, 500. Reckless driving, 1,500. Wrong side of the road, 500. Driving while license suspended, 1,500. Sir, you understand what you're charged with and the position on bond on each of those offenses?
Not necessarily, because the paperwork I got, those wasn't even on there. I don't know what you reading off of. I ain't what I got. They told me something different. How many charges you got me with, Your Honor?
It's 8 charges total.
How much is the total bond from the ones I could bond out from?
500, 1,500, 500, 500, and 1,500.
Did you calculate all that for me?
I didn't, sir.
You said 500. We're at 45. I appreciate it, sir.
All right. And sir, you have a preliminary hearing and scheduled for the 24th of March at 8:30. You have a bond hearing, sir, for the 26th of March at 8:30. And I'm looking at the application for court-appointed counsel. And I will approve to have an attorney to represent you. Sir, you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
Antonio Hampton.
All right, Mr. Hamilton.
Hampton.
Hampton.
Yeah,
Antonio.
Hampton.
I got you, sir. Charged with 1 count of obstructing an officer. $1,500 is your bond. All right, sir, you have any questions about what you're charged with in the bond amount?
No, sir.
All right. The preliminary hearing is scheduled for the 23rd of March at 8:30. Sir, I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel. Do you have a source of income?
I'm not employed. You can appoint me one.
Do you have a source of income, sir?
No, sir.
All right, sir. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Your Honor, on your list, you're gonna have Kendrick Harper, but he's in medical also. So we'll be going to Leach.
Okay. What happened to, Deputy, what happened to Langston?
Langston. OTB.
Oh, Langston is OTB. Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Cameron Leach.
Yes, sir.
Hold for me one moment, sir. Let me just pull your paperwork here.
Judge Knights?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Ms. Adamson advised that she sent you the information from Ms. Shanika Lee, okay, sir?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, you're welcome.
I'm Mr. Leach. Charged with 1 count of failure to yield a right of way, turn to left, 500 is your bond. 1 count of terroristic threats. $4,500 is your bond. You understand what you're charged with, sir, and the bond amounts?
Yes, I do.
All right. You're to have no contact, absolutely none, directly, indirectly, mail, work, email, social media, with Paul Stevens.
Yes,
In
sir.
that special condition, sir.
No, sir, that's, I understand everything.
All right. And I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel. I will appoint an attorney to represent you.
I don't need it, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, sir. And also, sir, will let you know your preliminary hearing date is scheduled for the 23rd of March at 8:30.
I got it.
All right, sir.
Thank
Any
you.
questions?
No, sir.
Very good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
How you doing, sir? What's your name?
Deshaun Manuel.
All right, Mr. Manuel, you're charged with 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. And that is a $10,000 bond. Charged with possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime, 10,000 is the bond. Possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, 10,000. Another count of possession with intent to distribute marijuana, 10,000. Crossing the guard line, 1,500. Sir, you understand the charges and the bond amounts?
Yes.
All right, sir, you have a preliminary hearing date, and that is scheduled for the 22nd of March at 8:30.
Okay.
All right, I'm looking at your application here for court-appointed counsel. I will appoint an attorney to represent you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. You have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you.
Hello, Your Honor.
How you doing, sir? What's your name?
Corey North, II.
One moment.
Yes, sir.
Deputy.
Yes, sir.
Javier Martinez. He bonded out, right?
It says not active on my list. I'm assuming that means he's bonded out.
All right. Thank you. Hi, Mr. North. Email from me, Mr. North. You're charged with 1 count of criminal trespass, misdemeanor. 2,500 is your bond on that offense. You understand what you're charged with in the bond amount, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you have a preliminary hearing date of the 23rd of March. If you bond out, that date goes away.
Okay.
And there's a special condition on your bond that you're to have no contact directly, indirectly with Hannah Martin. You understand that condition, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. And I did review your application for court-appointed counsel, and I did approve it. You have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. What's your name?
Dominic Patterson.
All right, Mr. Patterson, in charge of 1 count of deposit account fraud. 7,500 is your bond. 1 count of forgery in the 3rd degree, 4,500. 1 count of theft by taking, theft by taking, 7,500. Sir, you understand what you're charged with in the bond amounts?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you have a preliminary hearing date is scheduled for March 22nd, 8:30. And lastly, sir, I'm reviewing your application here for court-appointed counsel. The 300, is that monthly or weekly?
What is that, 300? I think that's monthly. No, yeah, monthly.
All right, sir, I did appoint an attorney to represent you.
Okay.
You have any questions?
No. No, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. Good luck to you. One moment, sir. What's your name?
Turianto Reed.
What's your last name?
Reed. First name Turianto.
Reed?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Reed, in charge of 1 count of crossing the roadway other than the crossing. 500 is your bond. Obstructing or hindering law enforcement officer, 1,000. Giving a false name, date of birth, address. There's 2 counts of that. First one is 500, and the other one is 1,000. And obstructing an officer, 1,500. Sir, you understand what you're charged with in the bond amounts?
Yes, sir. All those misdemeanor, Your Honor, sir.
500, 1,500, 1,000, 1,500, and 500.
No, I was asking was all those misdemeanors.
Oh, yes, sir. They're all misdemeanors.
And this crosswalk, well, no, man. Appreciate it, Your Honor. Thanks so much.
And sir, we have a preliminary hearing date scheduled for the 23rd of March, at 8:30. If you bond out, it's automatically waived. All right, and your application for court-appointed counsel is at 900 or 1,900?
900.
I will appoint an attorney to represent you here, sir. Do you have any questions?
Oh, no, sir.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. All right.
How you doing, sir?
Okay, what about you?
What's your name, sir?
Darius Stevens.
All right, Deputy Brandon Robinson bonded out.
Robert. Yeah, they grabbed him out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Hang on for me 1 second, Mr. Stevens. Let me just cross him off my list here. All right, Mr. Stevens, you're charged with one count of theft by conversion, and that's the felony kind. 7,500 is your bond. You understand what you're charged with in the bond amount, sir?
Yes, sir.
You have a preliminary hearing, sir, and that is set for 22nd of March at 8:30.
Okay.
All right, sir. And I'm looking at your application here. I can't really tell because you kind of crossed out the number. What is the amount that you make each month?
1,400.
1,400. All right. Okay, sir. I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write on it here. I'm gonna write it in, and I will appoint an attorney to represent you. You have any questions, sir?
No.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. How you doing, sir?
All right now.
What's your name?
Emmanuel Taylor.
All right, Deputy.
Yes, sir.
Joshua Stewart.
Stewart. He brought it out.
Find it out.
They grabbed him while we were waiting with the females to get done.
All right. Mr. Taylor?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Charged with one count of possession of marijuana. The misdemeanor kind is a $1,500 bond. Possession of firearm during the commission of a crime, $7,500. Failure to maintain lane, $500. Driving while license suspended, $1,500. Sir, you understand what you're charged with?
Yes, sir.
All right. And the bond amounts? All right.
I can't write them down because I got a piece of paper.
Okay. 1,500, 1,500, 500, and 7,500. All right. And, you have an application here for court-appointed counsel. And let me make sure here, sir. You put on here that I can't reach my attorney due to the fact I couldn't reach them. They don't know I'm here yet. Kimberly Garrett, that's your attorney?
Yeah, I haven't been able to call her yet. So whenever I reach my folks, I'll be able to bond out.
Right. So I'm gonna put down here that you're hiring Kimberly Garrett. All right, sir, you have a preliminary hearing set for the 22nd of March. Your bond out automatically waives. Stay in touch with your lawyer, sir. You have any questions?
No, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. How you doing, sir?
I'm okay, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
William Thompson.
All right. All right, Mr. Thompson. One count of driving while license suspended and one count of brake light inoperable. $1,500 on the license suspended, and $500 on the brake light inoperable. You understand what you're charged with in the bond amount, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You said 1,500.
1,500 plus 500. And sir, you have a preliminary hearing. It's set for the 23rd of March at 8:30. Sir, if your bond, that is waived.
22nd of March.
23rd of March.
Okay.
All right, sir, and I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel. I did appoint an attorney to represent you, sir.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Thank you. How you doing, sir?
Hello, sir. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Your name? Tell me your name.
My name is Quincy Lamar Tolan.
All right, Mr. Tolan. I'm just gonna go through some charges here. I'm gonna go through about 5 of them, and all of them are the same bond amount. All right. So, wrong side of the road, red light violation or traffic control device, improper lane change, improper turn signal. It's 2 counts of that. Open container violation. That's a total of 6 counts, and each of them, there's a bond of $500. 1 count of obstructing an officer and 1 count of reckless driving. Each of those is $1,500, and 1 count of seatbelt violation. And that is also $500. So 7 counts with $500 and 2 counts with $1,500 bond amounts. And then lastly, sir, DUI, $5,000 bond on that offense. Sir, you understand what you're charged with in the bond amounts? All right. You have a preliminary hearing, and that is set for the 23rd of March at 8:30. I'm reviewing here your application for court-appointed counsel, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. All right, sir, you have any questions?
No, sir. No, sir.
Thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. How you doing? All right. You have 1 count of driving while unlicensed. So $1,000 bond. Prelim date is set for the 23rd of March at 8:30. Bond out, it's waived automatically. And I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel. I did go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you. Sir, you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You did say $1,000, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Is this Mr. Warren? Rodney?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Warren, you have an aggravated assault. Bond is denied on that offense. You have firearms discharge near highways, 5,000 bond on that offense. Violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. Bond is denied. Possession or use of a drug-related object, 500. Reckless driving, 1,500. Reckless conduct, 1,500. Improper turn signal, 1,500. Possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Bond is denied. Violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. Schedule 2. Bond is denied. Sir, you understand your charges in the position on bond today?
Did you say convicted felon?
All right. Yes, sir. Possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
Are you sure you're in there? I'm not a convicted felon.
Or possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Not convicted felon or during the commission of a felony.
Okay, can you tell me the bonds again?
All right, the ones you have bonds on are 5,000, 500, 1,500, 1,500, 5,000, and 500. The other 4 accounts your bond is today.
Okay, I get a preliminary.
Yes, sir. Your preliminary hearing, sir, is scheduled for the 22nd of March, and your bond hearing is set for the 26th of March, both at 8:30. And sir, I'm looking at your application for court-appointed counsel. You have 85,000 for your monthly income. Is that correct, sir?
No, I had a malfunction with the pen. I meant to put a 2. I had crossed one out. I meant to put 2,000.
All right, so it's 2,000 monthly?
Yeah, 500 weekly.
All right, sir. I will appoint an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir. What's your name, sir?
Joseph Williams.
Deputy Lee.
Yes, sir.
What's happening with Armando Washington?
Armando Washington. Let me go double check. Give me 1 second.
All right. Go ahead, sir. You're Mr. Williams, Joseph Williams.
I'm already.
Joseph Williams.
That's me.
All right, Mr. Williams. 2 counts of terroristic threats and acts. It's a $10,000 bond on each of those offenses. Sir, you understand the charges and the bond amounts?
Yes, sir.
Special conditions on your bond. No contact directly, indirectly, social media, contact with Marty Hyde and Charles Pruitt. You're not to return to 6831 Maddox Road in Morrow, Georgia. Sir, you understand the special conditions?
Yes, sir.
What is your income?
I get $814 a month. I get disability.
All right, sir, I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is scheduled for the 22nd of March at 8:30. All right, sir, you have any questions?
No, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Washington bonded out.
Mr. Washington bonded out.
Yes, sir. And we, last one, you're Rodney Williams, right? Rodney Williams.
That's correct.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
How you doing, sir?
I'm like,
Rodney Williams, that's you, sir?
yes, sir.
All right. I have here 1 count of, oh, wait, fugitive from justice?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm waiting on the paperwork for you, sir. The waiver forms. All right, Deputy Lee.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me check my email here. There's a couple of people who,
the fugitive forms.
yeah, the only person, the only form that I have, let me see what I have here. I have his WAA for Mr. Rodney Williams. I have his WAA, but I don't have the waiver forms.
Okay.
Judge Knight,
Let me check my email here.
Judge Knights.
Yeah, hey, Deputy.
Yes, sir. We do have the waiver forms for Rodney Williams. They're actually being taken the waiver of extradition forms are actually being taken down to Deputy Lee right now.
Yeah, and then,
Is there something else you're missing? Because normally we would have the waiver of extraditions, and if he waived, we would have him sign, and then we would send him to you.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, well, I guess I guess for future reference, I mean, I'm not sure how the other judges are doing it, but if there's extradition on, can you send those forms to me in the beginning, and then I can sign them and send them back. So that way, you all would already have them, or whatever is easiest.
Yeah, yes, sir. I can make sure that we do that. I'll let the intake clerk know that that's what you expect in the beginning.
Okay, because I mean, it would go faster and easier, I think. But I mean, I guess whatever's more efficient. I guess that's the way I'm used to doing them. But
that's fine. Right now,
he's signed off on them.
No, he hasn't signed up on them yet. He was waiting for you to do your announcements with him, explain it to him, and if he agrees, we would have him sign up.
Well, if it's like 3 people that's doing them today, I'd rather do it one time than 3 different times.
Yes, sir, that's fine. I can set up that was my next question. I have Mr. McClure, and I have the other people, Mr. Argensoni, I have Mr. Harper, Mr. McClure, and there's another person.
The young lady, Miss Lee.
And Mr. Whitaker, Jaquavius Whitaker.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So I can get them. I wasn't sure if you want to provide them with the announcements as well, if you want to, or if you want to read them their charges. I can set them up if you want to provide them with the announcement as well again.
So before we do that, Jaquavius Whitaker, I have him just as charges. I don't have him as a fugitive.
No, he's not a fugitive. No, sir. The only fugitives are, I was referring to everyone that's remaining.
Okay. Well, I didn't do Whitaker, so we could do him and get him out of the way, and then we could just do all the fugitives at one time.
So the ones that are not fugitives, so we don't have any confusion, is Agrisoni, Raymond Agrisoni, Kendrick Harper, and Jaquavius Whitaker. So we could do those 3 next?
Yes, we could do them, and then we'll just do the fugitives at the end.
Okay. You did receive the paperwork from Ms. Lee, Judge Knight?
I did.
Okay. All right. One moment.
To get it off the printer, but I did receive it.
Okay. All right. One moment. I'm gonna set these guys up. I'm gonna get these guys together for you. One moment.
Sure.
Judge Knight, this is Mr. Agrisoni.
Okay. So it's Agrisoni and then
Mr. Harper and then Mr. Whitaker.
and then Mr. Whitaker. Okay. All right. And is it possible that they could be on as well? Or no?
You want all 3 of them together?
Right, because I need to go over their rights with them instead of doing it 3 times.
Yes. Hold on 1 second. I thought you were gonna do an individual. That's fine, sir. One moment.
How you doing, sir? Just hang on for me 1 moment, please.
Yes or no, Deputy Bland?
All right, gentlemen. Good afternoon to you. This is the Magistrate Court of Clayton County. Today is the 2nd of February, 2021. I'm Judge Knights. You're here for first appearance. I want to inform you that first appearance today is to inform you of the charges that you have against you, to give you your rights, your constitutional rights that you have that are not going away, and also to let you know your next court date, which is your preliminary hearing date, as well as if you're not entitled to a bond, your bond hearing date. I can also appoint an attorney to represent you based on the forms that you completed today or signed off on, and I will fill in the missing places for you today. Here I have those forms. First of all, you have the right to the presumption of innocence until the state, which is the district attorney, proves your case beyond a reasonable doubt. Also, you have the right to an indictment in front of a grand jury for felony offenses. You also, and a right to an accusation for misdemeanors. You have the right to a speedy and public trial. Given that it's COVID-19, there are no trials right now, but you do have that right, and your attorney will be able to instruct you or to file the appropriate motion to get you in front of a jury as quickly as possible. You have the right to see, hear, and cross-examine any witnesses that the state can call to testify against you. You also have the right to subpoena any witnesses on your behalf to testify on your behalf. Again, you have the right to remain silent. This first appearance is being recorded, so it's possible that it can be pulled at some point. If you say anything about your charges or want to say anything about your charges, I would say do not. Also, we're not here for to dispute the facts. That is not my role today. Will be for another date, and the first chance you'll get is to speak with your lawyer, and then also to go to a preliminary hearing. You have the right to an attorney to represent you in every phase of your criminal proceedings. If you have a bond today, or I'll give you a bond today, please understand that you can post that bond either cash, commercial, or residential, or other forms of property. If the bonding company is approved by the sheriff, you can make contact with the bonding company, and then they may tell you that there are fees associated. So for example, if they can be up to 15% of the bond amount in fees. Certainly the bonding company decides that. I don't know what the bonding companies do. I don't work for them, so I couldn't tell you the exact numbers. That would be a question for them. Also, if there's a special condition on your bond, then you cannot make contact with a person or you cannot go to a location. Violation of a special condition of bond can lead to an additional charge. For example, aggravated stalking can lead to a felony, is a felony, and can lead to prison time of up to 10 years. Also, if there's a special condition and the person of the subject of the special condition wants to post your bond, they cannot. For some of you, or two of you here, I cannot post a bond because this is magistrate court and only a superior court judge I can't post a bond, but I can't give you a bond because of the nature of the charge or charges against you, and only a superior court can do so. So I give you your preliminary hearing date, which is a probable cause hearing. And at that time, the officer or officers who made the arrest or was involved in the arrest will have to come to court to testify, as well as the state will have to prove that there was probable cause, and then that judge can decide that, and the case can go forward or be dismissed right on the spot at that time. So that will be the time for that. Also, there's a bond hearing date coming up. So bond can be addressed on the preliminary hearing date or the bond hearing date. So I'll give you those dates. Also, you, of course, will be given an attorney if you qualify. And at this time, I'll ask each of you to raise your right hand for me. Each of you solemnly swear or affirm statements of testimony you may give in this this first appearance matter not pending before the court Shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. All right. All right, so first we're gonna have Mr. Harper.
Oh, Mr. Harper first? Okay,
All right, whoever is first. I was just calling you. Whoever.
it's fine.
Who are you, sir?
How you doing?
Tell me your name.
My name's Kendrick Harper.
All right, Mr. Harper. You just happen to be the first set of paperwork I saw. Mr. Harper, you're charged with robbery, 1 count, felony. There's no bond today on that offense, sir. All right, you understand what you're charged with and the position on bond?
Yes.
All right, sir. You have a preliminary hearing date, and that's scheduled for the 22nd of March, and that's at 8:30. And you have a bond hearing date of the 26th of March, and again, that's at 8:30. All right, sir. You did not complete the form here. I know that you didn't complete it, but I know your name. What's your address?
115, that's 115 McFerrin, McFerrin Place, Riverdale, Georgia, 30274.
What's a good phone number for you?
770-873-2852.
Yeah, are you employed?
Yeah.
All right, how much money do you make each month?
Between 2,000 and 2,500. Right?
All right, and do you own any real estate?
Not at the moment.
How much is your rent?
Rent is usually about 400, but I pay relative.
Okay, you pay a family member?
Yeah.
All right. And do you have any like available cash, like investments, savings,
No,
collection, anything?
no.
All right. Are you married?
Single.
You have any children?
Sorry.
Children?
Sorry.
Do you have any children?
No, sir.
All right. Were you in the military?
No, sir.
Do you get any other source of income besides the 2,000, the 2,500 a month?
Sir.
All right. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. Sir, you
Okay.
have any questions for me?
I don't have a bond, but I have a bond hearing on the 26th.
Yes, sir.
Do they know what the bond amount may be on the 26th?
I don't, sir. That would be a question that you and your lawyer can discuss, and you all can ask for an amount and go from there once you have the hearing.
Okay. That'll be it.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Agrisoni is coming up next, Judge Nice.
Okay. Thank you. All right, Mr. Agrisoni.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're charged with 1 count of fleeing or attempting to elude police. 2,000 is your bond. Violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, trafficking cocaine, possession of Schedule 1 Controlled Substances Act. On those 3 offenses, sir, it's no bond today. Possession of a firearm or weapon during the commission of a crime, 10,000 is your bond. And possession with intent to distribute, no bond today. And IRP violation, 500 is your bond. Sir, you understand what's happening today with the charges, what you're charged with, and the position on bond.
So even though I got charged, even though I got bonds on some of my charges, I still have to wait for the rest of them. I still couldn't go nowhere.
Yes, sir. I can't set a bond on those other offenses today, and you would have to go in front of a superior court judge or a magistrate court judge who's sitting by designation as superior court on a different day. So once you speak with an attorney, well, let me see. Did you complete the application for court appointed counsel, sir?
No, sir. I don't think so.
You said you did not complete it?
They asked me some questions at the beginning, the same ones you asked me, but nobody told me it was for an attorney or anything.
Did you get one of these forms? You got one of these forms?
Yes,
didn't get one?
No.
All right. Hang on for me one moment, sir. What's your I see it here now. That's right. So you were medical. What is your address?
1007 Falling Valley Court.
Before Valley Court, what's the first word?
Falling.
Spell it for me.
Falling.
Okay, I got you. All right. What is your phone number?
678-886-2769.
Are you employed, sir?
Not no more.
Do you own any real estate?
Yes, sir.
How much is your rent?
$650.
All right, sir. You have any children?
Yeah.
Did you say that you do? You do? Okay. All right. How many do you have?
3. Pretty sure.
All right. Do you pay any child support?
Yes, sir.
All right. How much is that?
One of them is $300 a month. The other 2 that I take care of.
All right, sir. Were you in the military? You receive any benefits or anything?
No, sir.
All right, sir. I'm going to go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you here.
You said, when is my court date?
All right. I'm about to tell you that now. You have a preliminary hearing date of the 24th of March. And you have a bond hearing date of the 26th of March. All right, sir. You have any questions?
Which charges was the one that I didn't get a bond for?
All of the drug offenses, sir, and the possession of the firearm during the commission of a crime was $10,000, and the fleeing and attempting to elude was $2,000.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, next is gonna be Mr. Whitaker, sir.
All right, Mr. Whitaker. You're charged with 1 count of armed robbery, 1 count of home invasion in the 1st degree. Sir, your bond is denied on both of those offenses. It's no bond to pay on either. You understand what's happening, sir, with your charges and the position on bond today?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you have a preliminary hearing, sir, scheduled for the 24th of March at 8:30, and you have a bond hearing date of the 26th of March at 8:30. Sir, what is your address?
I already have a paid attorney for, I was already arrested for aggravated assault, so I guess they adding on these charges. So the paid attorney who's handling that case, he's gonna also handle this case. With these charges, rather.
All right, sir. All right, so I noted here that you'll hire an attorney. Oh, you already have an attorney and just hire that attorney for these additional charges here. And you have any questions, sir?
You said, okay, when I first had my first appearance, I think it was on the 16th of January, they told me that I would have a preliminary hearing for March 10th and then a bond hearing for March 12th. But it's all the same case. So will that be taking place on March 10th too, or is it just gonna be everything gonna be handled on March the 22nd and the 24th? That's what you said?
These two charges, the armed robbery and the home invasion in the first degree.
Okay.
Those are the that's what I know about. I don't know about the 16th. And once you speak with your lawyer, maybe your lawyer can sort out and maybe combine them on the same dates. But as of today, I don't know about the 16th of January. So once you speak with your lawyer, I'm sure your lawyer can possibly put them on the same date or make some arrangements on that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, sir, you're welcome. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, hold on 1 second, Judge Knight.
Yeah, I have to go to the printer. So
Okay.
it looks like there was an email that came through.
Yeah, that was actually, Mr. Williams already signed his waiver of extradition paperwork. So the only two that are left is Mr. McClure and Miss Lee from the other day. So
Okay.
Rodney Williams already signed his waiver of extradition.
Okay.
Okay. I was just advised that, sir. But he's still there so he can hear the announcement, sir. He's still there.
All right, so everybody that needs to hear the announcements are present.
So I'm gonna set up the two on this side that I have. And then Mr. Williams is gonna come in front of the camera where he's located right now. All right, one moment.
Deputy Knox, we're just trying to make sure I'm not reading it 20 times, that's all.
Oh, yes, sir, definitely. One moment.
All right, so we got Mr. McClure, Mr. Williams, and Miss Lee. Hey, Deputy Lee, are you there? Or Deputy Knox?
Hey, Judge, this Deputy Robinson. This Deputy Robinson.
Hey, I got a question for you. What happened to Taquavius Collins?
Sir, hey, this Deputy Lee. That was over the weekend, Mr. Collins.
Yeah, I know he was over the weekend. I was here this weekend, right? So didn't have his paperwork Sunday, and then he was continued for yesterday. And when I came in this morning, I was told that I guess he wasn't first appeared yesterday. So I just wanted to check to find out what happened because it was brought to my attention today. I just didn't want to make sure that he wasn't overlooked or what's happening with him.
Nice, if you want, I can look after I finish these two, after we finish these two people. I could definitely do that. I don't know, like I said, I wasn't here yesterday. I was under the impression this stuff was taken care of. I was just trying to.
Yes, so was I. I wasn't here yesterday either, but I came back and was shocked that from Sunday he was supposed to be on yesterday and he wasn't. So at least that's what I was told. So I just want to make sure we're not missing him.
Okay.
If he needs to be.
I can check as soon as we finish this one. I can check. Okay.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, he'll just be on tomorrow.
Right. Exactly.
Like the never-ending first appearance.
Yes. Yes.
Right. We're not going to be here till 5 looking for him.
No, sir. We are not. No.
Right. Can you all hear me? Deputy with the gentleman. There you go. All right. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
You're in Magistrate Court of Clayton County. Today is the 2nd of February, 2021. I'm Judge Knights presiding here, and we're here for what is known as an extradition hearing. I'm just going to inform you of the reason for the extradition hearing or extradition proceeding. First of all, you have all the rights that I advised everyone else. I'm not sure if you heard all the rights earlier during the first appearance, but you have those same rights: the right to an attorney, the right to remain silent, the right to the presumption of innocence. All of those constitutional rights that I outlined, you have those rights as well. You don't have any charges pending against you here in Clayton County. You are brought to this court because you have charges pending against you in another jurisdiction, and that jurisdiction is requesting that you be returned to them for prosecution on their end. So I will go ahead and let you know that you don't have charges here. I will call you one at a time and we will go through what you have and go from there. So what I do want to let you know is that this hearing is being conducted pursuant to OCGA, which is the Official Code of Georgia, annotated Title 17, Chapter 13. You are charged with the offense or offenses that I will let you know. You have the choices as to whether you wish to contest or fight extradition or to waive extradition and be returned to your state, the state that is seeking to bring you back, and go through the formal, go through the process there without going through the formal extradition process here in Clayton County, Georgia. If you decide you want to contest, you can remain in jail for a period of up to 30 days here in Clayton County. During that time, a warrant will be prepared under the Governor Kemp's signature for your extradition to the other state. And this court can consider allowing you to post bond, but not required, or another magistrate court judge is not required to give you bond because of the nature of the charge, right? So as you're aware, you're wanted somewhere else. And as of today, I can let you know, I am not setting a bond. In fact, bond is denied today, right? Here are some things. If you do not wish to voluntarily waive, then you may file a writ of habeas corpus to contest the extradition. The writ of habeas corpus can only contest 4 things. First, whether the extradition documents are in order on its face, so meaning the actual document, whether it's valid by looking at it on its face. Secondly, whether the charge or charges you're charged with is a real crime, whether it actually exists in the other state. So it could be a crime that's not even a crime anymore. Like we know some jurisdictions have legalized marijuana. So if you're charged with possession of marijuana, as an example, and it's a jurisdiction who has now legalized it, then it's no longer a real crime. So you can challenge on that ground. Thirdly, whether you are in fact the person named in the request for extradition. The extradition can ask, for example, for Tyquavius Collins or John Smith, and you'll say, I'm not that person. So you can contest on that ground. And lastly, whether you are in fact a fugitive from justice. You may not be a fugitive. You may have been given permission to travel. You may have already disposed that of charge or charges, whatever it may be. So those are the 4 things you can contest. What you cannot contest is your guilt or innocence. You can't say I'm not guilty or contest guilt at the time of the hearing. You are entitled to the advice of counsel in contesting extradition or in deciding whether to waive extradition. If the state that wants to extradite you is unable, listen keenly to this one, if the state is unable to come to pick you up from Clayton County within 30 days, you may be committed to the Clayton County Jail for another 60 days. So for a total of 90 days, and if they can't pick you up within 90 days, then you have to be released. All right, so that's important to be aware of. So those are your options right now. You can waive and just be taken back, or you can remain in custody and fight extradition. All right, so those are the things I need to inform each of you. So now I'll listen to each of you individually. First, we're doing Ms. Lee first, right? Deputy, is that right? We want to do Ms. Lee first. All right, Ms. Lee, can you hear me? All right, I know it seems like forever. We saw you on the weekend, and thank you for your patience. It was just a lot happening, but we're here now. You are charged with 17-13. Well, you're here on the one less app for 17-13-33, fugitive from justice, wherein the warrant reads that you knowingly and willingly enter and remain in the state of Georgia while being wanted by the state of New York for possession of cocaine on warrant number W564056827. It is a felony and they will extradite. Ms. Lee, at this time, do you wish to waive your extradition or you wish to contest?
I wish to waive my extradition, Your Honor.
Okay. And I think that was your intent from before. So I know that we briefly spoke with you. I believe it was Saturday. So I will go ahead and I do have the forms, and I will sign off on the waivers and return those back to the jail. And do you have any questions?
Yes, just one. I'm trying to understand. Okay, if I sign the waiver extradition, they're given 10 days to pick me up. Am I correct?
So if you sign the waiver, they have to pick you up within 10 days.
And if they don't?
If they don't, if you don't wait, well, if they don't, then you'll be released. All right, so you're doing the waiver. The numbers I talked about with the 30 was if you contest it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good luck to you. And Deputy, I was just I have hers already, so her waiver of extradition forms.
You have, but she didn't sign them.
Yeah, so I'll send them in the packet, right? I'll send it in the paperwork, so hers will have my signature already, so I guess she would have to sign them there.
Okay, the back blank ones from January 31st.
Yeah, I'm saying like I physically, like I have them here with me.
So we both have some.
So what happened was I couldn't print them out on the 31st.
Okay.
But when I came in today, they were printed because our printers were back online.
Okay, all right, so I'll stand by.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll stand by and wait for yours to come. With
Yeah, so you could just so for these I would already have them signed, and then the other two I'll just print them. So the other two were mailed to me or not emailed to me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll print those off and those will also come in the packet. What I was saying is that, so if it comes to me in the beginning, right? Like in the email initially, then I could just sign off on it and then they can decide if they're gonna waive or not waive, and then it's already there. If that's easier versus waiting for the hearing. You let me know, we could talk about it after. I just was just saying, like, because we're not in court, I was just trying to make it efficient, because I know if we were in court, we'd just sign it right then and there.
Right.
But whatever is easiest.
Can I ask you a question? McClure, do you have his as well?
The only ones that I have right now are like physically in front of me is Shamika Lee.
Okay, all right, well, Mr. McClure is blank. So I'm gonna have him sign those if he wishes to waive. And then I'll go to you. Yes, sir. That's who's on front of the camera right now.
Okay. All right,
Yes.
I got two people.
Yes, sir.
Who's McClure? Go ahead and speak, sir. Who's McClure?
Clayton County Jail.
Okay. All right, yeah, so that works. And I'll send Miss Lee's back and wait for if Mr. McClure waives. All right. So Mr. McClure, let me make sure I have your paperwork here. So Casey Neil McClure, that's you, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you are here. The warrantless application, warrantless arrest affidavit states that you did enter and remain in the state of Georgia and is wanted by Monroe County Sheriff's Office out of Key West, Florida for damage to property, criminal mischief. And the number is W4A1558581. It's a felony. They will extradite. Sir, you heard the instructions I gave earlier. What is your decision today on whether you will contest or waive extradition?
Waive extradition.
All right, sir. You have any questions? You have any questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right. All right, thank you, sir. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, Judge, we'll sit on the bench.
All right, lastly, I'm sorry, Deputy Knox, you saying something?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna have him sign the blank copies that I have, and I'm gonna scan them to you. Now,
Sure.
the other one was about Mr. Quavius Collins. He is still here, sir. If you have his paperwork, he can go before you because I had them put him there ready for you.
All right, and when you say he's here, like he's like right there, or you have to get him?
Yes, he's down here. He's down here with me inside the jail. But I also have Rodney Williams.
Yeah. All right, so let's get Williams, and then bring if you can please bring Mr. Collins, and I'll get him because he's been in jail. I don't want him to keep waiting in jail if he could bond out.
Okay, this is Rodney Williams standing in front of you, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Rodney Lewis Williams, you are here, and the warrantless arrest affidavit states that you did commit and pass. You was says during a verbal stop you were identified via GCIC, and it was determined that you were wanted out of the state of Kansas in Bourbon County. The violation was May 12th, 2020. The date of entry was the 2nd of February 2020 for failure to appear. And the warrant is W3904406. And that was issued back on February 25th of 2020. Sir, you understand what's happening here?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you heard all the instructions. What do you wish to do today? Waive or contest extradition?
I'm gonna say I waive my right.
Okay. All right, sir, you have any questions?
I want to say, how many days does it take for them to come get me?
10, sir.
10 days? Okay, if now,
10 days.
sir,
Go ahead.
I want to say, so if they don't come in 10 days, then what?
Then you should be released.
All right, yes, sir.
All right, sir. You have any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Second, hang on 1 second. You got to sign off on the paperwork. All right, let the deputy know. Deputy, he has to sign. I don't have his waivers either.
Okay, the waiver I have right here, Judge, he signed it already.
You signed it already. So then I guess with Deputy Knox, when she sent, just to send it over.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Judge Knight?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Collins, Deputy Robinson advised that he's there right now. I don't have his waiver of extradition paperwork. Are you gonna send that over with Ms. Lee signed?
Do I have it? I have it.
Yeah, I don't have it, sir.
I don't have it either. That's what I was saying. I don't have it. That's why I was asking it. He said he already signed it.
No, that was Mr. Williams. That was Rodney Williams. I'm talking about Mr. Collins. The one you
I never got it. The only person I had is Miss Lee. Let me see if I have it. Let me see. It was emailed to me?
No, sir. That was, remember you said from Saturday?
So from Saturday, okay, who are we talking about now? Let's make sure.
Collins?
You're not looking for extradition paperwork other than Miss Lee from me.
Okay, so
Right. So the only extradition paperwork I have is Miss Lee's, and then you will send over Mr. Rodney Williams, who's here, and Mr.
Yep.
Casey McClure.
yes, sir.
So we're
Okay.
done with extraditions. I'm gonna wait for those two sign off on their paperwork and send it back with Miss Lee's and everyone else's.
Okay.
All right.
Well-
And as far as Mr. Taquavius Collins, he's been hanging out with us since the 31st. So
Okay.
I'm ready to go on him. I have the original warrantless app that I signed off back on the 31st. I have his court-appointed counsel form that he filled out back on the 31st. And I have the bond order.
Okay. The only thing that, so he's not gonna sign any paperwork if he wishes to waive, sir?
So Taquavius Collins is not an extradition. He just needed to be first appeared, right?
Oh, I'm not
Is
sure.
that correct?
No, I'm uncertain because I'm uncertain. I'm not sure. That's what I'm asking.
All I have him as from the 31st
You just
was
said the-
just a regular first appearance.
Okay. All right, sir. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was confused. I was like, wait a second. I just have him as regular first appearance, not extradition.
Okay. All right.
All right, Mr. Williams, you're good. I'm sorry you have to hear all of this, man. You're hanging out with us. You're paying close attention. We're good.
Yes,
You're
sir.
good. You just got to hang out to sign the extradition forms so that the waiver forms, so that then it could be sent to me so that I could sign them.
Okay, Judge, you should have it on your way, so we done with him. So you ready for Mr. Collins?
I'm ready.
Okay, sir.
All right, Judge.
Okay, Judge, this is gonna be Quatavius Collins, I believe.
All right. Hey, Mr. Collins, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I apologize on having you still in jail like this. I know we had some issues a couple of days ago, and you were supposed to come on yesterday, but unfortunately you weren't on. So I just wanted to make sure that we get you in case you can make bond. You remember everything we went over on the 31st about your rights?
Yeah, I remember that.
All of that is still in effect today, and you're still on the oath. All right.
Yeah.
You're charged with 1 count of theft by receiving stolen property. It's a $7,000 bond. And 1 count of obstructing an officer, misdemeanor kind. It's a $1,000 bond. You understand what you're charged with in the bond amount, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you have a preliminary hearing date, and it's scheduled for the 22nd of March at 8:30. And you completed a form back on the 31st. And you don't have anything, you have no income?
No, sir.
All right, so I will appoint an attorney to represent you. They'll contact you. Stay in touch with them. And that's all I have for you, sir. You have any questions for me?
No, sir, thank you.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
Good luck to you too. Appreciate it.
All right, Deputy Knox, Deputy Lee, we're good? Is that everyone?
Yes, sir, that's everyone. I'm just standing by for Ms. Lee's paperwork.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna sign off. I appreciate you all's patience. It's been fun. Look, I'm on Tuesday, so just a FYI, whatever works the smoothest. I'm gonna go with the majority and what Chief Wright Hill says. But as far as the process, if it's sent to me, like obviously they don't sign it because they don't know if they have waived. But whatever is easiest, if it's sent to me first, I could sign off in the mornings and send it back, or we could just keep doing it this way. I was just trying to make sure it was efficient for everyone. That was all.
You know what, actually, Judge Knight, if it's better, it actually would be a little better if you sign them when you send over the court appointed, right? When you send over the court.
And that's what I was saying. Yeah. I mean, to me, it's better because you already have it. You don't have to wait. And if they waive, and then that solves it. But yeah. We could, no biggie. I was just trying to be efficient with it.
Yes, sir. I understand. I agree with you.
But yeah, so we could go from there, and I appreciate you all's patience as usual. And I will see you next time. If that's everyone, I think I'll just wait for that paperwork from you and work on sending these over to you all.
Okay, and I'll just stand by for Ms. Lee. And then when you send that, I'll send over Mr. Williams and Ms. Lee's paperwork together, and Mr. McClure's. Okay, sir?
Okay.
So you should get 3 back from me.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm checking the messages here.
Yes, sir.
Just to make sure I'm not. Please check your email for WAA and criminal history for Shamika Lee. This is from Pamela Adamson. Miss Adamson, I got that. Yeah, well, since she's been hanging out with us for a few days. I think I saw hers on Saturday.
Yes, sir.
And then let's see. Should be emailing the paperwork on. Okay, so we have that. Okay.
So you're going to be doing first appearance tomorrow?
Only Tuesdays.
Only Tuesdays.
Only
okay.
Tuesdays and some weekends, just depending. It's Judge Gardner.
Judge Gardner. Okay, sir. Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Sure, you as well, Deputy Knox. Good to see you. And I won't be here long, so I'm waiting on you.
Yes, sir. I'm waiting on you. As soon as you get that paperwork here, I'm going to have her sign it and send it right back to you immediately. Okay?
Okay, perfect. No, I signed. So, I mean, basically, I guess, no, I'm waiting on you for the other 2. I signed hers. So you don't need it. I mean, I signed off on hers. So I just really need Williams and McClure so I could sign off and send it back with everyone's.
Oh, she already signed those sheets that you have?
No, she didn't sign them. I signed them. So once I'll send it all, like when I send everything.
Okay, so I'm going to send these over to you. That's fine.
Yeah, send them over to me so I can sign it and not send back everything all at once.
Yes, sir. Okay, I got you.
Okay. All right, perfect.
All right. Rodney Williams, he signed his already, Judge. So Deputy Lee should have been sending a copy to you probably about a good 20, 30 minutes ago. I'm not sure if you have it or not, but he signed the extradition paper earlier. So that's probably one that you're waiting on, I guess, to be faxed out. I mean, say emailed to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now Rodney Williams, yeah, I have the one where Rodney Williams signed.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm waiting on McClure. I'm waiting on McClure's.
Yes, sir. I'm going to go scan it to you right now.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you all.
Thank you.
All right, you all have a good rest of the day and week. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.